Could your IT person provide you with a written continuity plan right now? If you sent them an email or a text message and said, hey, so and so, could you email me our continuity plan? And my first question would be to you is, do you know what your max tolerable downtime is, your MTD, for your organization? So if this critical asset were to go offline, completely down, how long before the survival of your business is at risk, before it starts to strain relationships with clients, before you can no longer run payroll? How disruptive would this be to your organization? What we're finding, especially if we're called out in a situation where we're trying to help someone recover data, what we're finding is there's a big disconnect between the business owner or the person, the manager that's responsible for the environment. We're finding that there's a huge disconnect between whoever set the system up and the expectation. So we're finding that if the organization says, hey, we have a very low tolerance for downtime, we can't tolerate a full day's worth of downtime. And so we're finding that the solution in place to mitigate this is either, most of the time, it's non-existent. And in a lot of cases, there's no warranty or service level agreement on the asset that's critical. So in this case, there's no one to call. If let's say this box is built by Dell or Lenovo, and you check the warranty on the box and there's no warranty. There's no next business day, parts will be here, a technician will come on site and replace it. None of that. So trying to find parts for a 3 or 4-year-old workstation or server can be very difficult and very stressful. And if the backup is an online backup, which in a lot of cases it is, you don't see a lot of cases where people have two copies of their data, one on site and one off site. And what we're finding is that the recovery time objective, what we call the RTO, to put things back in order, there's no written plan for how long that'll take or what the steps are needed to put that back. And so you can run into a situation where you could spend days trying to recover an asset, and this could be very, very disruptive to an organization.